I was President Clinton's counsel for the sex trial. That's why it was sealed. What is sex? What is? Then Bill Clinton says to the judge, I just showed the American people a verb is and a noun is. Would you like me to show them another verb and another noun? Let's discuss syntax publicly on CNN and tell the world that the syntax of all communications is a lie. Well, no further questions, Mr. President. This court stands adjourned. Then he says, I got to go in front of Congress and I got to talk. And Congress, we're not allowed to take my attorneys in, even though he is an attorney. He's not allowed to take attorneys in with him, and he has to give private consultation to these people. Now, there's a movie called A Few Good Men with Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson. Some of you have seen it. You want the truth? I'll tell you the truth, but you can't handle the truth. And that's what Bill Clinton does. He walks into Congress and he says, before we get started, I'm going to explain things to you. And he makes that statement, and then he holds up a $1 bill, and he explains that America is a dangling participle verb on the money. Under mail fraud, Title 18, Section 1001 is fraudulent conveyance of language, which activates mail fraud banking. Title 18, Section 1341 carries a 30-year prison sentence and a $1 million fine. But the penalty for fictitious conveyance is Title 15, Chapter 2B, Section 78, FF, $25 million fine and 30 years in prison for every dollar published in U.S. currency. He says, I have to address the world at my union address. And I have to tell the world that America is a verb on the money and disqualify all U.S. currency worldwide. Or we can seal my case now. All those in favor of sealing the case, say aye. All the hands go up. He walks out. And no newspaper, magazine, TV, or radio stations makes any announcement about Bill Clinton's impeachment from that day forward. Who runs for President of the United States? Hillary Clinton. No one in America talks about Bill Clinton's impeachment. No foreign government talks about Bill Clinton's impeachment. Not even North Korea. For all the noise you heard on the news about North Korea and the United States, not one word about that. Who becomes Secretary of State? Hillary Clinton. She goes to Obama and says, hey, how about if I call the paparazzis in here and I do a news conference on America being a dangling participle verb? She becomes Secretary of State. Some of you know about the fact that Bill Clinton went to North Korea and got the 2 reporters who were held in prison for 4 years out. And when he was in Honolulu, Hawaii, he was on The Tonight Show, and the question was, how did you get the 2 reporters out of North Korea? I used the David Wynn Miller syntax. He was going to syntax the North Korean money publicly and disqualify all North Korean currency. Or give me back the 2 reporters. End of story. You see, so knowledge used by the right individual at the right time will create the amount of pressure that's called damage control. And so this is how syntax has the power to make changes and cause things to be influenced.